Welcome. Have a nice day. Today is Saturday, 5th of October 2024. This day is celebrated as the International Teachers' Day. Is celebrated on the October 5 in over 100 countries of the world, writes Plovdiv Press.bg. It enters the world calendar on the recommendation of the UNESCO on the occasion of the anniversary of the adoption of the document recommendations concerning the status of the teacher. Starting the newspaper analysis with the newspaper The Hindu states that Israel should hit Iran nuclear facilities, says Donald Trump. Republican presidential nominee and the former United States President Donald Trump in Fayetteville, North Carolina, United States on October 4, 2024. Joe Biden was asked whether he would support strikes against the Iranian nuclear sites, and the United States President told reporters the answer is no. Republican White House hopeful Donald Trump said Friday, October 4, 2024, he believes Israel should strike Iran's nuclear facilities in response to the Islamic Republic's recent missile barrage. The former president, speaking at a campaign event in the North Carolina, referred to a question posed to Democratic President Joe Biden this week about the possibility of the Israel targeting Iran's nuclear program. They asked him, "What do you think about Iran? Would you hit Iran?" And he goes, "As long as they don't hit the nuclear stuff, that is the thing you want to hit, right?" Mr. Trump told a town hall style event in Fayetteville near a major United States military base. In Gaza, it is a battle for survival. Palestinian girl Rafah Saad, who lost her legs, is an Israeli strike, sits on the bed next to her mother Isra at Al Burij in the central Gaza Strip on September 12, 2024. Essential supplies such as oxygen concentrators, surgical equipments, and generators have been delayed or blocked by the Israeli authorities repeatedly. On the February 10, 2024, Abdul was hoping to find food for his family. Amid the devastation in northern Gaza, I wanted to surprise my mom with some salt or flavor, he recounted later to my colleagues. But as the 15-year-old succored abandoned homes, he was grievously injured during an Israeli airstrike. His leg shattered. Abdul cried for more than an hour through the chaos, missiles falling around him. Alone, the terrified, his cries for help went unanswered until someone finally carried his fragile, wounded body to the nearest functioning hospital. Even there, his suffering did not end. With hospitals overwhelmed with casualties and critical supplies lacking, doctors were forced to perform surgery or Abdul without anesthesia. Now, going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that forces killed 31 Mozaists in the massive buster operation. Bodies of the three more Mozaists were recovered on Saturday, that is today morning, in the Chhattisgarh's buster region following a furious encounter with the security forces on Friday, police said. This brings the total number of Mozaists killed in Friday's gun battle to 31, according to the authorities. Research operations are still ongoing in the area. Three more bodies of Naxalites were found this morning in the dense forest where the encounter took place on the Friday. Inspector General of Police, Bastar Range, Sundaraj P. said in a statement. Police officers said Friday's encounter was the biggest blow to the rebels this year, taking to 189 the total number of insurgents killed in 2024 in the Bastar compared to the 20 in 2023 and in 30 in 2022, as India intensifies the battle against the left-wing extremism LWE. Jammu and Kashmir, two terrorists killed by security forces in Kupwara. Warlike stores found. Warlike stores have been recovered, the army said in a state. The army said on Saturday's morning that the two terrorists have been eliminated by security forces in Jammu and Kashmir's Kupwara under Operation Gugaldar. Two terrorists have been eliminated by the security forces in the ongoing Operation Gulgudar. Warlike stores have been recovered. A search of the area is underway and an operation is in progress, the army said in a statement. The army further said in the troops spotted suspicious activity and challenged the terrorists, leading to an exchange of fire. On 4th of October 2024, based on intelligence about an infiltration attempt, a joint operation by the Indian Army and the Jammu and Kashmir Police was launched at the Guguldhar Kupwara area. Troops spotted suspicious activity and challenged, leading to an exchange of firing with the terrorists. Vigilant troops carried out effective fire. The operation is in progress, the army added. 2 soldiers injured in the landmine blast near the Losi in Kupwara. Landmine blast in Kupwara on Friday. 2 army personnel were injured in a landmine blast near the line of control in Jammu and Kashmir, Kupwara. With China, you have to complete. The Army Chief General Upendra Dwivedi says a situation at the line of actual control not normal. In the wee hours during the patrolling at the Guguldhara near LOC in Trahgaam area of the North Kashmir district, 2 army personnel got injured in a landmine blast, the officials said. Now, going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, confident that India will do much better than the projected growth rate of economy. Prime Minister Modi, the PM, also said the government was focusing on reducing inequality. PM Narendra Modi addresses the 3rd edition of the Kautilya Economic Conclave in New Delhi. National Stock Exchange pays SEBI rupees 643 crore to settle TAP system misuse case. National Stock Exchange TAP was introduced to monitor the number of orders that a broker sends to the stock exchange so that it could charge them a transaction fee. The TAP sends orders from a number of the servers to the stock exchange. After the conclusion of the examination, a show cause notice dated February 28, 2023 was issued to 11 entities by the SEBI. From the aviation point of view, traveling behind the curve despite the outbound rush, while India's foreign tourist arrivals are yet to touch pre-COVID levels. Industry watchers attribute the divergence in trend between the foreign tourist arrivals into the India and Indians traveling overseas to the combination of reasons, which include subdued tourist footfall from Bangladesh and China. India has evidently lost some of its sheen even as the world is witnessing a period of the so-called revenge travel after the pandemic. Going towards the worldly news, including Brazil's top court delays X's return over the fine payment error. American killed in the Lebanon was a United States citizen, confirms the State Department. Harris meets Arab American leaders in the Michigan aimed anger over the United States support for the Israel. South American man gets 42 life terms for the child rape and assault. Biden says Israel should seek other alternatives to striking Iran oil sites. Haitian gang kills at least 70, including 3 infants, United Nations. Now going towards the science and tech, we have the Thailand rushes to rescue elephants, animals from the flash floods. Elephants are seen in the flooded area in the Chiang Mai base of the Elephant National Park in the Thailand's northern Chiang Mai province, October 4, 2024. The elephant is Thailand's national animal. Traditionally, they have been used as work animals, but these days they are endangered. Authorities and conservationists are rushing to rescue elephants. Authorities and conservationists are rushing to rescue elephants, pigs, and buffaloes from the flash flooding in Thailand's northern Chiang Mai province, a senior official said on Friday. Deputy Prime Minister Puthum Vanchingkai said 117 elephants had been saved, but 9 more needed help. An operation is underway, he told the reports. One village that pigs and buffaloes had been moved to the earlier was now completely flooded. Conservationists Saigun Doan Charliet said. Google says it will stop linking to New Zealand if a law passes forcing it to pay for content. The government, led by the centre-right National and had opposed the law in 2023 when introduced by the previous administration. Google says it will stop linking to New Zealand news content and will rescue its support of local media outlets. If the government passes a law forcing tech companies to pay the attribute for articles displayed on their platform, Google said Friday it will stop linking to New Zealand's new content and will reverse its support of local media outlets. If the government passes a law for forcing tech companies to pay for articles displayed on their platforms. It followed a surprise announcement by New Zealand's government in July month that lawmakers would advance a bill forcing tech platforms to strike deals for sharing revenue generated from the news content with the media outlets producing it. The government, led by centre-right National, had opposed the law in 2023 when introduced by the previous administration. At last, there is a famous quotation by a famous philosopher, we say Rabindranath Tagore, whose birth anniversary is 7 May 1861 up to 7 August 1941, was a Bengali poet, writer, playwright, composer, philosopher, social reformer, and a painter of the Bengal Renaissance. He reshaped Bengali literature and music as well as the Indian art, with the contextual modernism in the late 19th and early 20th century. Author of the profoundly sensitive, fresh, and beautiful poetry of Gitanjali in 1913, Tagore became the first non-European and the first lyricist to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Tagore's poetic songs were vivid as a spiritual and mercurial, where his elegant prose and magical poetry were widely popular in the Indian subcontinent. He was fellow of the Royal Asiatic Society, referred to as the Bard of the Bengal. Tagore was known by the sobriquets Gurudev, Kobi Guru, and Biswa Kobi. Tagore modernized Bengali art by spurning rigid classical reforms, resisting linguistic structures. His novels, stories, songs, dramas, and essays spoke on to topics political and personal. Gitanjali's song offering, Gora, Faired Fist, and Karibari, The Home and the World are his best known works, and his verse, short stories, novels are acclaimed or panned for their lyricism, colloquialism, naturalism, and unnatural contemplation. His companies were chosen by the two nations as the national anthem, India's Jana Gana Mana and the Bangladesh Samar Swar Harf Bangladesh. The Sri Lankan national anthem was also inspired by his work. His song Banglar Mati Banglar Jol has been adopted as the state anthem of the West Bengal. Mr. Rabindranath Tagore says a very famous quotation. He says that reach high for stars lie hidden in you. Dream deep for every dream precedes the goal. Okay, thank you.